Sit down. You're done.
Ah, the cabin from Helen's drawings.
This is the place.
What you doing here? I had a feeling we'd be crossing paths again. If Pennington sent you, you may run along. I've nothing to say to any of you.
I'm curious. How did you escape without being noticed?
I know Fort Jericho better than anyone. It has many ins and outs. If Pennington hadn't had his head up his own arse, he'd have known not to put me in those cells.
That's what I said.
Did you have help?
I still have friends in the fort, and if you think I'm going to tell you more than that, then you really are mistaken about my character.
You weren't easy to find. Why here in particular?
I was with child when the first plague came. I gave birth surrounded by the dead and dying. My son never had a chance. I wished to bury him away from the mines, away from the garrison. Somewhere his and his alone. I brought him here. I left him here. And I nearly did not make it back.
Oh, it's peaceful here. I can see why you'd come back.
I came to say goodbye. One last time.
Sebastian's husk vanished. It must have been hard to lose him all over again. How are you bedding up?
My days are quiet. Some are better than others. At times, I am grateful for the memories. At others, they feel like fingers clamped upon my throat. I'm still learning to live around my grief.
I wish I could tell you that time heals all, but I'm still learning too. Maybe it doesn't.
One day, it will be safe to remember. In this, I trust. Count your blessings in the moment, for both are fleeting.
What are you doing up here?
Did Pennington send you? Yes or no?
Aye, he sent me. He thinks you plot against him.
Let him. Let him imagine me lurking in the dark, waiting for him to turn his back. Let him live in his delusion.
I don't think he needs you for that.
If it's not me, it'll be someone else. A man in that state needs an enemy, real or imagined. I took that role. I hereby resign. I am done with Pennington, Fort Jericho, and all in it.
What's the plan? You can't mean to stay here forever.
I could. But no. When I'm ready, and the road is open, I'll leave for Boston and begin anew. For most of my life, death has walked with me. But to see how you banishers walk proud beside it, well, it's as if you dance along the road with death. That leads me to wonder. Perhaps it's time I embraced my gift and put it to good use. Perhaps I too may dance along with death.
Have you always been sensitive to the invisible?
I suppose I have. As a child, we'd play secret games in which we'd summon spirits, as you do. For me, though, sometimes they came. I remember, for weeks after my grandmother passed, I'd see her sitting at the foot of my bed. My father ascribed it to a wild imagination. He would not indulge it.
You weren't imagining it. You have talent. Match it to your prowess in the fight, and you'd make a fine banisher.
I was hoping to find someone to guide me on that path.
It's a noble calling. You'll be helping the living to live, and the dead to depart.
That sounds like a purpose. I need a purpose.
Be warned, child's play it is not. There's a lot more to it than clubbing spectres.
Show me. Show me a real foe with a real banisher fight. Teach me.
I'd happily be your teacher, but recent events mean I no longer qualify. Looks like you got yourself a new apprentice, Red.
All right, I'll step up. Till you find someone better, mind. Let's show Helen how banishers fight.
First of all, keep in mind that fighting spectres is rarely easy. They can be tricky.
Aye, caution is always advised, but you're in good hands.
I know a cave where we might find a fight. Follow me. Antea, how did you become a banisher?
My mother was a healer. She had the gift. Taught me all she knew. But I was different. I had a gift for ghosts. At 15, I set off to develop it. I knew no one and had nothing. But my teachers saw my yearning for knowledge and took me on. And here I am.
Quite the adventure. We're almost there. This is the place.
Good instincts. This cave is badly stained.
Time to dig. We use runes and words of power to make spirits manifest.
Do you pluck them from thin air with your magic rings?
It's more that we will them to come to us. The rings help channel the power.
I summon you now!
Dodge it if you can. Think you could take on a ghost?
Get lost, won't you?
Not here, not now. I have another in sight. Think you could take on a ghost?
Have some of this!
Fine work. Both of you.
And that's how a fight goes.
Most of the time.
Except when your partner drops his sword or loses the tie.
Fairy stories. Neither of those entirely plausible things has ever happened.
You fight well, Banishers.
As do you.
If I didn't, I'd be dead.
If you're truly serious about becoming a banisher, I may have a contact in Boston who could help. Her name is Elizabeth Grey. You should find her, if she wants to be found, at the Green Dragon, not half a mile from the wharf. Tell her I sent you. When you meet her, please tell her she is now the best female banisher in the land.
She's interesting. I'd do some reading if I were you. Might help you make a good impression. Here, this book served me well. It'll serve you too.
I shall treasure it. Thank you. Thank you both so much.
Take care, Helen.
Any last advice for a young-ish apprentice before you go?
Love life, even when you lack the stomach for it.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
God willing, we shall.
Back to Pennington to give him the news of Helen's passing.
It's such a good lie, it's almost true. Elizabeth's still in Boston?
You know Elizabeth. She loves a bit of culture. I'm told Boston has many taverns.
I'd assumed she was dead.
Most people assume she's dead. She likes it that way.
She and Helen are talking cheddar.
Yep. They're gonna have so much fun.
Report. Where's Priest?
From one soldier to another, and I'll not put it in writing, but Helen Priest shall pose you no more problems.
My word. Such terrible tidings. Thank you. Not your affair, of course, unless so mine. From one soldier to another, and I'll not put it in writing. But I'll not mind if the purse on my desk goes missing while my back is turned.
How are you doing, sir?
How am I doing? How am I doing? It is strange. Helen Priest's pricking thorn is plucked, the rage abates, the troop rebuilds. And yet, though the danger is past, I feel it, present. I see things in the shadows. An unexpected noise may startle me, but that's not the worst. The worst is, I miss it. I miss the simplicity of inescapable doom. The darkness calls me back. It is the strangest thing.
Nothing strange about it, Captain. In time, it fades. There'll always be moments you hear the call. Just be sure not to answer it. How stand Fort Jericho and our people? Anything notable to relate?
Nothing that concerns you, Banisher.
Tell me about Sebastian Priest. What kind of man was he?
He was my loyal right hand for the longest time. On his last assignment, he failed me, miserably. He's remembered as a hero by those who do not know.
Why let his legend grow? And at your expense, too. You knew the truth. You could have cleared your name.
The people must have their heroes, son. Or they will make villains of the generals and string them up.
What have you told people about Mrs. Priest?
I told the truth. She escaped her cell and died in the wild. A true story, unabridged and unadorned. Isn't that right, Banisher?
Oh, aye. Quite right. Permission to take my leave, Captain?
Permission granted.
Not right under his nose, Red. Come on.
Odd way to make money, but I'll take it.
Helen's free. Pennington is happy for Pennington. And soon there'll be a new banisher. Everyone wins. Easiest pie.
Nah, but you can't cook.
Someone's in trouble.
You'll not get me. This isn't over yet. Run, Red! You'll not get me.
An eclectic collection of gear.
I suppose hunters came to New Eden from everywhere before the curse.
Come here and have a look. A strange thing. A stranger place to put it. You ever seen the like?
No, never.
Is that?
Yes. Something's here. Swarming specters. Force them to appear with the right words of power.
Unveil yourself.
Look to me.
There's more of them.
Possession incoming. Think you could take on a ghost? On your feet, Scotsman.
They brought more friends.
That corpse is gonna shoot.
Get lost, won't you?
I'm right here, you know.
Have some of this.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher. I know.
Looking at this is giving me the willies. Is it cursed?
You are not released, but exiled. Die, for the love of all that's holy.
Damn you!
She's not alone.
You want to fight? Come on, I'll give you a fight.
Like so, bitch. You'll pay dear.
Show yourself, you dog!
Oh, there!
Who's there? Stay back, or I'll gut you.
Calm you. I'm here to help.
First, we must clear the fog.
You'll not get me.
That's almost... I think a way to pass could be near.
You'll not get me.
I'll get you.
The hell are you doing here? I thought you were one of them monsters. Or worse.
She's had a terrible shock. She hides the hurt, but her heart races. Go gentle.
Are you all right, Miss Abbott?
Better now. If you helped, I kindly thank you. You may go.
What happened here? Did someone attack you?
Yes. The hunter Theodore Shepherd. His ghost, at least. I recognize his voice. Being dead hasn't stopped him from bullying me.
Knows she's haunted, doesn't mind admitting it. Interesting.
You hurt?
I'm just pissed. I need my gun back, but someone seems to strongly disagree. Aside from what happened in that fog, I escaped a rockfall near the old watchtower. The stupid ghost won't let go.
You lost your gun?
No. After you put an end to Priest's mutiny, Shepherd stole my musket and left the fort. The dog.
Why would he steal your gun? Did he not have his own?
He had his own. He wanted mine, so I wouldn't have it. I was a better shot than he. He'd been #1, then suddenly he wasn't. He took it as an insult. He took it personal.
If Shepherd comes back, you won't be able to defend yourself. You need a banisher.
Hell, fine. Try the old watchtower. He settled there after leaving the fort. It would seem that his not-so-very-secret mountain cave was not for living in. There's a lodge nearby. I will wait for you there.
really about jealousy between sharpshooters, is it?
Even dead, the bigots won't leave Flora Abbott alone.
Oh there, corrupted weeds.
No roots. Just how I like it.
These body parts scream manifest my spectre.
Show your shape in flesh!
They brought more threats.
Get out of there! Oh, they do look enough. Think you can take on a ghost? You need to see this.
Theodore Shepherd, I believe.
How are the mighty fallen?
Stairs are broken. Shite.
We still need to find Shepherd's cave. Footprints. Flora running from the ghost.
And they lead to the cliff. She mentioned that too.
Careful. The boards are rotten.
Perhaps there's a key. place looks moth-eaten. No one slept here for a long time.
The tower had to be abandoned years before the curse.
Here and now, I lift the curtain.
Soft delinquent fools! And addle-headed, black-hearted, heathen bitches! Ugh. Hang on! I can live here. Better on my own anyway. But not with no bastard in roaches! Ugh.
You never know how you're going to go.
He died of stupidity. Should have seen it coming. No surprise, a petition against Flora. Shepherd really wanted her out of the picture.
Theodore Shepherd's happy little home.
Flora's rifle, I'll wager.
Leave her.
Master Ted's secret little butchering place, eh?
Shelter, if you need a fire to warm you up.
I never could get the hang of smoking. I hear it's very good for you.
What a lovely man.
Lovely's one word for him. I can think of others.
Hateful man. Didn't like her color, so refused to see her value. That'll be the path Flora took.
Flora's Rockford.
She was right. Shepard did this.
The hell? This gunpowder is wet. Abbot, you lazy heathen drab.
'Twas the snow. You yap like a scared dog, Shepard. No bite.
The captain won't always be there to protect your ass. I'll get you.
Then you'd better not miss, little doggy. 'Cause I'm faster than you.
Things got out of hand fast.
The powder was a pretext, an excuse to abuse her.
After, he'll claim it was an honest mistake. We get used to it.
What is that?
That's my gun!
Free Highland kiss for you.
My God! She stole it!
Flora Abbott's bag. The rifle must be Shepard's. What was she doing with it?
No idea. But we found his tie. We can make him manifest and ask.
Can he wait? His ghost seems adorable.
I'll protect you. Let's do the ritual.
I must summon you.
I'll get her.
Theodore Shepard.
You get yourself a ghost slave, mate. How does that work?
Check the bearing of your tongue or I'll cut it out. Mate.
Tell the little lady not to bare her claws. She's dead and powerless. I'm not afraid of her.
Am I to understand that you refuse to talk with me?
Thanks for the visit, Mr. McCraith. I'll let you go. I'm on a mission here.
You will answer our questions, Mr. Shepherd. Will not be refused. Be grateful we don't just banish you.
All right, all right. You want to talk? Why not? I'll entertain you. Talk.
Why did you leave the safety of the fort?
Exile.
Captain Pennington exiled you.
I exiled myself. Pride demanded I leave. That black-hearted bitch was a walking insult. No offense.
Offense taken. You're full of shit.
You're all the same, aren't you? Acting like you know it all. Like you have character. Strolling the fort as if she belonged there and not in some barracoon. As if she were the equal of an Englishman.
What happened to you?
Same thing has happened to you. What do you mean, what happened to me?
You weren't always a mean-spirited maggot.
I care. I provide. I fought for my people. I shot down Indians and Frenchmen alike so my people could be free.
If you say so.
Is she serious?
Mm-hmm. Are you?
Why are you trying to kill Flora Abbott?
Revenge. I deserve it. So does she. Everyone wins.
Revenge? For what?
For my murder, that's what. I'm not leaving till this dirty hag gets her dues.
You're telling us you're trying to kill Flora Abbott because she tried to kill you?
She did kill me. She set me up and got lucky. And when she found my body, she stole my musket and left me to rot. Make no mistake, it was murder. And highly disrespectful with it.
All right. Tell me more. Why would she murder you?
Who knows what goes through the mind of a savage? She's been at me since the beginning. But you know who's worse?
I'll indulge you. Who's worse?
You. That's who. Weren't for you meddling bastards, I'd be warming my arse in Fort Jericho right now. Pennington would be out of the frame, and I'd still be breathing.
You didn't die the way you describe it. We've been to the watchtower. You fell. You stood on a rotten plank and plunged through the deck.
No! She ran me from the fort, took my life and my position, prized my gun from my dead fingers.
Whatever else she may have done, and tempting though it must have been, she did not kill you.
She's nothing. She deserves to die. I'll end her. I'll end her. Do you hear me? I'll end her. Leave her to me.
another in sight.
Get
They're gone. You're safe.
You're here. Lucky me.
I'm glad to find you in good health, Flora.
Of course you are. All right, I fess to it. The fight was closer than I'd like. I'm not much against a wolf without my gun.
You fought with Shepard often, right?
He pricked. Constantly. I stood up to him. He did not like that. He threatened to kill me.
'Tis a threat easily uttered. I'll kill you for that. Did he mean it?
He'd laugh it off, but he meant it. Now he's dead. He still means it.
I spoke with Shepard's ghost. He accuses you of his murder. He also blames you for his exile.
Theodore Shepard's misfortune is always someone else's fault.
I know you didn't kill him. The boards in the tower are rotten. He fell to his death.
Oh, I'm sorry, but how fitting. A laughable death for a laughable man. Always the hero, yet ever the victim.
I found your musket. Strangely, amongst your belongings, I found a second. Theodore Shepard's gun.
It's mine now.
His death was an accident, but he didn't tell us that you'd found his body.
Yes, well, you found it yourselves. Good for you.
You were upset. Maybe you forgot.
I didn't tell you because I don't trust you. To me, you're just one more pale-faced Englishman who thinks he can tell me what to do.
Flora, you took his musket. That's why he stayed. He's bound to the gun.
The little doggy lost his bone, eh? He's dead. I took the gun. We need it more than he does.
A story of hate that lived on after death. Let's give it an ending.
Theodore Shepard, you were a terrible man. As a ghost, you're even worse. Never once have you accepted responsibility for your failings. Not even in death, when you became dangerous to the living.
I'm the victim here. Revenge is my due. By right. By right.
Allow me to make the introductions. Theodore Shepard, meet the consequences of your actions.
You are dead. You are no more.
Thank you. He won't be missed. Not by me, anyway. I'll go now. Now, back to the fort. Perhaps we shall meet again. Perhaps not. Thank you. He won't be missed. Not by me, anyway.
Good morning, madam, or good afternoon, or whatever it might be. Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling a lot. Relief, grief, shame. Poor Nathaniel. Still, feelings or no feelings, there's work to be done. Life goes on. And so will the store. Thank you, Mr. McWraith. Thank you again. And thank you a third time for luck.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
I must take my leave.
And may God go with you.